Hi, my name's Akaite Elizabeth, and I'm the founder at Set on a Hill. This video is all about how to show up on set, camera ready. First, camera ready means when you show up on set at your call time, you're fully dressed. Or if you're a parent of a talented child, that they are fully dressed with their hair and makeup completely done. All right. So you shouldn't get there, be asking about a particular wardrobe, then doing your makeup. You should show up with your hair done, makeup done, and your first choice completely on. Now, if you want to ask if you should change your shoes to another color, that's fine. But as you walk in the doors, you should have your you should be fully dressed, including your shoes, including any hair accessories. All right. You need to be ready to be filmed or photographed or audio recorded as soon as you arrive. Why? Sometimes they want to take a photo of you. Sometimes they want to send you to hair and makeup. Sometimes they need to see immediately what you're wearing so they know if they need to add something to it. Sometimes they ask you to come with just a tank top on so they can add something else or a different jacket. There are various things that they want to do when they start. During the cast meeting, once you arrive, they want to see what everybody looks like. They can do so much more when you arrive camera ready than if we have to wait 10 to 30 minutes for you to go to the restroom because you didn't read that part beforehand or you didn't know. Every time you arrive on set, arrive camera ready. You should have your second change of clothes in a neat little bag that you carry on the side, not a big old duffel, not all this other stuff. If you are a parent of a child, the child should have a small bag that they have that second choice that you had a question on, or that they had their slippers on so they can change in and out of some uncomfortable shoes when they want to, as well as a small water if they allow drinks on set and any snacks that they need. Keep it in a small bag with them so they can take it with them. Sometimes, if you are a parent of a child, they can go in further than you can. And so, teaching your child how to switch out their shoes or grab a snack or water when they need it is going to be helpful. All right. So, for Zoom calls, if you have a Zoom call, let me tell you to be audition ready. Wear shoes. And of course, wear pants, but wear shoes. We might ask you to stand up, even if it's for a voiceover project. We might ask you to stand up or to see your full body for whatever reason. Even if you're doing a voiceover, sometimes they include a photo of you in the process. And so make sure you are fully dressed, even in a Zoom call. So bring your cleanest shoes or clean the bottom of your shoes if you don't allow shoes to be worn in the house. You do need to wear them to that Zoom call. All right. So typically for clothing, this is what I'm going to share with you. No logos, no stripes, and no polka dots for most projects. Why? Because they're bad for camera. Logos mean the editor's going to have to go back in and blur you out, following you to blur you out on all of the camera shots. That's a lot. If there's a logo on your bow, a logo on your hat, it's a no-go. So talk with production in advance or get clothing, start purchasing clothing when you do buy them with no logos. When possible, always wear your shoes. Let's say you're a dancer. Sometimes shoes are not required when you're a dancer, but typically you still want to wear shoes. All right. And for our projects at Set on a Hill, we love color. So if you're a dancer, we like colors like green, blue, pink, orange, yellow, full colors. But I will say this, a lot of times, a lot of productions limit black and white for certain reasons, unless they tell you otherwise. Layers. For our projects, we do like layers. So wearing a sweater over a colorful shirt, like a colorful sweater. You might have a colorful orange sweater underneath a yellow shirt, things like that. But that's for our particular productions. Focus on how you look from chest up for a Zoom call, because that's going to be the most important. So sometimes people have a really nice outfit and they have a really nice bow right here, but you can't see the bow, right? Because I'm in a Zoom call. You can't see the bow, right? So focus on how you look from chest up. Although you'll be fully dressed in case they ask you to stand up again. Focus on how you look chest up for Zoom calls. And I would recommend modest styles for our production, just because we like to be able to send it to a lot of different countries and cultures. And so we like a little bit more modest styles. For hair, So for hair, my biggest tips are to make sure your hair has been washed, blow dried, and that it has product on it. The products you can put are gel, mousse, or any type of creams for your hair. For boys, typically your hair could be gelled back or curled. Long hair can be pulled back in a bun for our productions. If you set in a specific headshot, ask production, or if you send in multiple headshots with different hairstyles, ask production, what do you want my hair to be like? Or this is what my hair looks like right now, right? I cut it, or it's shorter, or it's longer, whatever it is, let them know. So again, for boys, gelled back, curled, or pulled back in a bun if your hair is long. For girls, there's a lot of options. We can do pigtails, hair down and curled, blow dried, straightened with a flat iron, 2 high buns, a high side ponytail. High side ponytail lets us see the ponytail instead of it being behind you can't see anything. A side ponytail, even if it's slight, it lets you see it. You can also have a bow with no logos. For men, well, so let's do adults now. So for men, I always recommend, if you have a beard, make sure your beard is edged up. So when you arrive, it needs to be clean lines. So you can go to a barber, or if you know how to do it, make sure you're edged up and add product to your beard. If you don't know what product to add, ask your local barber. If you do not have a beard, make sure you are cleanly shaven completely. And for your hair, make sure it's gelled back, and please add product. It does matter. If you don't know what products to use, go to your local barber as well and ask them what's a great product to put in your hair. But have product already there and have touch-up product to add later. Men with braids or with dreads, make sure your roots are tightened. All right, so they're tightened and the correct product is on your root, so it doesn't show the wax or doesn't show the oil, but it needs to be freshly tightened up once you arrive on set. Makeup for men and boys. So for men, make sure you have touch-up foundation to cover blemishes, marks, and pimples. For TV, for film and TV, we are zoomed in on your face. All right, we're talking double, triple HD. All right, so make sure those blemishes, marks, and pimples are covered, and have chapstick. Have chapstick on you at all times, and be wearing chapstick. You want your lips to not be chapped. For boys, touch-up foundation on any cuts or blemishes. And please wear chapstick as well. For girls, you want to be wearing lip gloss with a light color, or soft lipstick color if you have it. But lip gloss is fine, or chapstick. For girls, you can wear mascara and a small eyeliner, just a simple one. You don't need to get fancy with wings or anything. For teens and women, you can go ahead and do a full face makeup. So that's eyeliner, mascara, simple eyeshadow, and foundation. Keep the foundation light. When you put on foundation, it shouldn't be thick and cakey. It's okay if you have some natural blemishes, but it should not be too thick, all right? And if you're a woman, you can use short lashes for our productions. I do not recommend long lashes. No lashes is also great and preferred. All right. So that is what it means to be camera ready, showing up fully dressed with your go bag to your side, ready to walk in, put your go bag down, and you're ready to take a photo and act right away. You can't come in with all of your cups and your breakfast all in here. Everything needs to be packed neatly inside of your go bag. Don't come in like that. Come in strong, come in ready to practice with your audition partner. We don't want to know how hard traffic was or how tired you are. It's time to come strong and with a good attitude to help work with your scene partner and to get going on set. Now, sometimes they give you some extra time, but if you're ready, we can pull you into things quicker. We can pull you in to see your final looks. We can pull you in to do any final touch-ups that we need to do, but you always need to arrive camera ready. When you don't, I'm just letting you know, it adds time to the production and it limits time for some pre-roll projects that we plan to do. We also notice when you're late and when you show up kind of externally processing your stress. And so I would say show up, even if you were late, with a positive mindset. All right. Instead of, oh, this is so hard, or you told me to text this person and all of this so that we can feel sorry for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Think about the other person. Is it time for them to be making you feel better that you didn't give yourself an hour to find parking and to find the location? No. So come early, come on time, an hour ahead to give yourself time to park, especially in LA or New York or Atlanta, bigger markets. Give your time to find production and to be in the door, all right, 5 minutes before time. You don't usually need to walk in earlier, but it's always a good idea to walk to the door, see what it is, and then wait close by and then walk in 5 minutes before they actually asked you to walk in. All right. Well, I hope these tips are helpful, and that is what we want to see for camera ready. Again, if we did not ask you to come in earlier, wait till your call time and only walk in about 5 minutes before the call time that we asked you to walk in. It is going to be a hot or live set. We don't want you coming in early talking to production. We're working. We're setting up. Now, we might greet you friendly, things like that. But you are taking our focus away from finalizing any final things or getting ready for that cast meeting. So please keep in mind what it means to be camera ready and come yourself and your child camera ready. All right. Thanks so much. Again, we want to invite you to our Multi-Hyphenate community. It's a community for people in the film, TV, and music industry. Whether you're a creative producer, you're a multi-hyphenate actor, voiceover artist, actor, host, whether you're behind the camera or in front of the camera, it is a community for you. We have events, we have trainings, and we are a great community, virtually and in person, to support you worldwide. All right, so join us in our next video where we are going to be talking about on-set etiquette. And don't forget our last videos where we talked about how to be ready for the in-person audition. Thanks so much for joining us. My name's Ekaite Elizabeth from Set on L.